Leo, this is your week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Leo, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is an energy reading, so take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your message. But if you're not a Leo and you don't even like tarot, and for some reason this popped up in your feed, it's because it's for you. This is more your message than it is anybody else's or could ever be. It arrives at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. Can I please, Leo, you're about to be handed the biggest, hugest bank account, check, cash out, huge opportunity, this extraordinary, extraordinary value. Yes, usually it's monetary. This is a huge amount of fortune that's coming into your life. Could it come? It doesn't have to come in the form of money. It's just you're about to get something in your life that is so fucking valuable that God knows you've earned, because the ace is handed to you when you've been through everything else. So you have earned this so much, I can't even explain it to you. Huge deal, huge value, entering your life. You have made it happen for yourself. And in some ways, you don't even fucking know how you did it. Or you're kind of sideswiped by it. You're surprised by it. And maybe you were undecided about it. This is why you get it. Because you have invented a solution to a problem that other people couldn't figure out. People were stuck, somebody was stuck between a rock and a hard place. They couldn't make a decision. They had needed more information. You came in and you filled that need. And this makes you yourself so valuable that you about to cash out and get bank in this situation. That's what it is. You just come in and you find the words. You find the words to make this come together. Whatever this is, you find a way to make it come together. And I don't know if speaking is involved. It's magic speaking. It's creating a solution for a problem that somebody was stuck in. Or you're finally given the resources so that you don't have to be stuck and you can make the magic that you knew you could make. Suddenly the resources come in to solve the problem that you were stuck on because you needed more. Well, the universe is about to help you. And this is going down now, this week. Universe is about to help you. Let's understand, how is the universe coming? Well, it is coming in with resources. We already know it. So how is this going down? How is this happening for Leo, please? Just go with the flow. In other words, it's going to come naturally. It's not going to be forced. You're not going to need to do anything. The Hanged Man is like, don't take action here. Just trust what's going on. Trust what's unfolding. In fact, inactivity is the best activity you can do. So how this is unfolding or happening or coming to you is you sort of being the calm in the storm. You seeing the way through instead of pushing the way through. Let this all clear around you. The less you do, the better it is. People will figure out the shit and they'll give you credit for it. This isn't about being lazy. This is about being smart. This is about standing out of the way, getting out of the way of fate and karma and letting the universe arrange itself. You are going to be smart enough to know to do that. Nostalgia is here with the Six of Cups. This is an energy of being close to home, feeling like a kid again, feeling in love, feeling pleasured, being in a place that is familiar and surrounded by people who are familiar. This could also come in the form of somebody from your past coming back. Could be an old flame or simply an old friend. It could be a sibling, somebody from your hometown. This is how it's going to be delivered to you. This is somebody that would be familiar to you, or a familiar place, or it's coming through a familiar thing, something that's familiar to you that you're very comfortable with, and it's going to be presented to you. Like in other words, you're gonna trust this. It's going to be so easy because you're going to trust this. That's how it's coming to you. Okay, and maybe God, you could tell me, what is this? What is this? What is this? Can you please tell me? It's friendly energy. What is this? What is it that's coming to Leo? Could you please help me out here? Tell me. What is this? What are we waiting for? This is something that you got left behind by, that you were abandoned by, that you felt like you were left in the past, or this is something that you left in the past and you had to move on without. Maybe it's somebody that you dumped or said goodbye to, or somebody that said goodbye to you, or it didn't have to be in a nasty way. It could have just meant you felt abandoned, or you had to leave this person behind somehow. But you had to move on for a huge opportunity. This has to do with having to move on from a very big opportunity where you waited, where you had faith, you allowed yourself to have faith, but it felt like, I don't know, there was value in being left behind or being held back. Maybe you did it for your family. Maybe this has something to do with prioritizing your family, disconnecting yourself. Either way, this pays off. There's this essence of, you're going to be very glad you waited. You're going to be happy birthday to Denny. You're going to be very glad you waited. You're going to be very glad that that it happened. It doesn't really tell me the how. This is an easy situation for you. Coming from a situation where you maybe didn't have many options, it's almost good that it's almost like maybe this was the last thing left over. This was the thing that was left behind, or you were the thing that was left behind, the thing or the person. And it ends up, it's like, I just saw this scenario. It's like being in your high school gym class and you're playing soccer or football if you're in Europe. And everybody's getting selected, everybody's getting chosen, and there's this one person left behind because they're not popular, nobody knows them, maybe they're a new kid in school. And you have to, because you're the last one left, you have to choose them to be on your team. This motherfucker ends up being Pele. This motherfucker ends up being the next David fucking Beckham. This motherfucker is beyond anybody's imagination. In other words, what was left over, what was treated like trash, what was treated like crap, was actually treated that way because it was special and it was being saved for you. You're going to see the glimmer. You're going to see the gorgeousness. You're going to see it as soon as possible. In fact, I think that you've always kind of wanted this or longed for it. It will remind you of something in your past that you are very familiar with. Could remind you of an old flame. I don't think it is the old flame. I think you experienced this experience in the past so you could recognize this when you meet it in your future and you're about to meet it or them. This has been happening to you or playing out for many, many years in your life now. And you're going to meet them. You're going to know it's worth it because you've seen it all your life. You've dreamed it all your life. You were introduced to it. It's like God has already told you or given you the answer of, Leo, this is what you have to look for. And it doesn't matter that nobody else sees it because nobody has to tell you. You're going to be so certain of this. Because you've already been introduced to it. It was just at another time in your life when it was different, or you already been exposed to the value, right? So you're going to be able to pick it right up. And nobody else wants this. This is something that's been picked over. This is something that everybody else has rejected. And that's why the Eight of Swords is here. God wants you to know that everybody else rejected this. Good. They rejected it because it was actually being saved for you. Let me get into the moon card. Remember, Leo, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel. Help us grow here. And then ring that notification bell and select all notifications. select all notifications. This way you'll get notified when I go live. And this is the only place I go live and do free public tarot card readings. So if you want to participate in those when I go live, you're going to need to get the notifications. So subscribe and be notified. If you're looking for a personal reading, I do provide those as well. Go check out my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. You can book and schedule, right? It's the only place you can book and schedule with me. But there are a couple different options for different readings, so choose what works for you. You guys, I just did Cancer's reading, and they're about to have a remarkable breakthrough. I'm wondering if you guys have something to do with it. So, watch their reading if you're curious. If you're called to it, watch it. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. It's fulfilled, debt paid. Something with a family issue, family karma, family circumstance. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. It's almost like your obligation is fulfilled, or like you're supporting it. You're seeing the value of it. You understand it. You're certain of it. And this is worth it. And then balance spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So finding a way to make something work that has never worked before. Bringing an idea, a supposition, or inspiration to life. You're figuring out or trying to figure out. These are two water moons. These are two water moons. Pisces full moon happens in Virgo season. Balance spirituality and practicality. So you're going to find a way to sort of, you're manifesting what that's what it is. It's that Piscean energy of taking the spiritual and turning it into practical work. When you work the spiritual, you manifest a dream. That's crazy. And then we have a personal issue reaches resolution with family matters, either family matters or something to do with your heart space, what you care about, what you've been nurturing, what you know deserves nurturing. And then prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. This is money. This is value. This is starting over. This could be inheritance. Absolutely. And it could be that the inheritance that you give somebody or somebody is giving to you is what changes the entire deal for this circumstance or situation. And that's what's happening. 100%. Okay. So let's understand. Stop. No. These cards still need to talk. How? These are too many cards. That's not gonna. But there's a tower here. How? Something huge happened. Something inevitable. Something fated. It's also setting it up for something that is gonna. I don't know. No. Can you clarify, God? What leads up to it? This is a huge tower, a huge change, a huge difference. What is the tower? Why does the tower come out? The Emperor. Maybe it's a war. Maybe it's a battle. Sagittarius energy. Sagittarians sticking up for what you believe in. Maybe foreign war and foreign affairs. Something has been unseen. It was confusing. There was smoke and mirrors here. The smoke and mirrors, always picking something that wasn't worth it, or not knowing what to pick, or being very confused about, there was brain fog here, or a veil, somebody putting up a smoke screen, and all of a sudden that crashes through, and people stand up and fight against it and figure out how to bring back expansion. If somebody tried to stop you and say it couldn't be done, you are breaking that wall or that ceiling, and you are getting it done. That's what that means. You are the tower. This is an energy of not taking no for an answer, and doing it your way and proving that it's the way that it's supposed to be. This is something that will be earth shattering and will at the very least change your world, if not the world. There's just a shock here. Like somebody needed their world shocked. We have, and it's going to come like lightning. It's going to hit really quick. Eight of Wands is little arrows constantly being flung at you. Maybe people have been contacting you. You've felt this rush. This momentum has been building. You're really going to rush at it, or you're asked to rush at it. Could also represent 8 weeks. There's already been an offer, but it's been a little offer, and maybe you haven't been certain of it, but it's rushing. It's rushing, and it's coming at you, and it's coming all of a sudden, and it's precipitating. That's what it's doing. This new life or new offer or new love is precipitating this crash, breakthrough, brainstorm, brilliant opportunity that ends up changing your life, changing your world, and expanding on your reality. Okay. Is somebody already trying to get in touch with you? Have they already like offered you love? This could be a child. Somebody is, yeah, it could be a child coming. Like, yeah, 100%. It could be a new baby, a new conception. It could be the birth of this new child in 8 weeks or 2 months from now. Yes, pregnant energy. This is an abundant, beautiful energy of bringing forth something brand new into the world, of also, it doesn't have to be literal child, but the sense of somebody who's very, very robust, very fertile. Cancer got fertility too. I don't know if you're doing Cancerian energy or simply it's a family. Maybe you're building on your family. But this means you're expanding and the resources are there. This could also be you're going to meet or offer a cup of love, or being offered a cup of love by a divine feminine, somebody who is a mother, maternal, but she is very robust. She is very abundant. She has her shit together, and she has got a lot to offer. And as soon as you let this woman into your life, it could be your mother energy too. It's like all of a sudden your life fucking changes. Something about this person is everything that you fucking needed, and they are the resources and the energy that I think you've been searching for, and it's going to make sense when you meet them. It's a person, it's an energy, it's a life force that's changing your life. Let's go to the extended because I want to get deeper into it. Leo, the link is down below.